Before we get started, guys, this video is not going to be a traditional format. Put this on while you're working on your gun or doing some homework. It's more of a podcast format for you guys to enjoy. What's going on, you guys? My name is Cisco.
And Boaz.
And Kevin.
And today we have a little bit different of a formatted video for you guys. We are going to be talking about a video that the three of us saw from Fat Matt's attack out in the UK. He posted a video talking about the current state of Airsoft. I believe he talked about when new players get into Airsoft, and something that I really want to touch on, the Airsoft community and how toxic it is. Now, I think the three of us can agree that Airsoft is not a perfect sport by any means, right?
Well, I mean, I think it's extremely flawed.
Yes, exactly. So, BBs don't fly in a straight line, nor do they have infinite distance. You could be shooting at someone and you may not be hitting them. And that could lead into believing someone may be cheating, right? There's no hit indicator like paintball, where if you get shot, it splatters, leaves a little mark, right, Kevin?
Oh, yeah.
But, overall, it relies on both parties to,
You have to agree. You have to agree that
exactly.
If you get hit, you'll call yourself out.
Yeah, I don't want to say, be honorable and sportsman, because it's said time and time again. But everyone needs to be as honest as possible. So it works well. If you do encounter cheaters, fields have refs for a reason. They're paid to be there to regulate the game, to make sure everyone's following the rules and being as safe as possible. That's literally the sole purpose of them being there. And if you encounter this, or you encounter what you may believe is cheating, you should go to them and have them handle it for you instead of you doing it yourself. Because more than likely, you're angry that they're not calling their hit. If you try to go confront them, you're going to confront them angry, and then that's going to make them angry, and then it could evolve into something much worse than it should be. Because at the end of the day, we are all airsofters. We're all playing a game for fun. Fun. Right, guys?
Yeah, but kind of going off into that, I think one of the main root causes of people getting angry and people getting into fights or whatnot, or cheating or whatever, is it all comes down to the mindset.
Yep.
And I think that a lot of people, they go onto the field thinking that they're going there to shoot and kill a lot of people. And to be honest, I think that's sort of the root of the problem. So, when you're shooting and you're in reality, your gun sucks. It's not, you're not hitting them, but you think that you are, and then all of a sudden you say, "Oh, they're cheating, they're cheating." Yep. You get upset because you come to the field with the expectation to, basically be like Rambo or like be a commando and stack bodies or whatever. In reality, that I don't think that's a really healthy mindset to be in when you go onto the field. For me, and also what Matt's Fats Attack said in his video, which I agree with a lot, which is the same mindset that I have when I go to the field, is I don't pay money to go shoot and kill people. I pay money to dress up, look cool with my toy guns, and get lit up. So with me already going onto the field, I already accept the fact that I'm going to get shot a lot. And I have a ton of scars on my arms and my body to prove it. Yeah. And I think that, when especially for me, when I get overshot, I don't get mad because I just think, hey, that's supposed to happen.
Yep.
Yeah, especially I think when I leave the area after I get hit, I call myself, I get lit up in like 3 different directions at once. And for me, I don't get upset at that because that's what I came here to pay money to do. And on top of that, I think that for me, because I prioritize everyone having fun.
Yep.
Even if it means that I don't get to do exactly what I want to do, I would rather end the day with everyone smiling, everyone having fun.
I agree.
And so for me, I try to prevent that problem. And the way that I shoot people is, I take the time to look. Are they dead? Are they leaving the field? Mm-hmm. Even when I'm shooting them, laying the trigger down on them, I take breaks in between my bursts of fire to give them an opportunity to call themselves out. And oftentimes that gets me killed. Oftentimes I look, hey, is that person dead or not? And then all of a sudden they raise their gun to shoot me and I die. And hey, that's fine, because for me, I would rather die by an alive player than for me overshooting a dead player that's already walking out.
Very true.
And, honestly, guys, if you guys do encounter, because there are malicious people out there.
Oh yeah.
There are people out there that
for sure
that get a kick out of overshooting, cheating,
yeah.
and they're there for one reason: it's to piss you off.
Yep.
And one thing that you have to learn how to do as an airsoft player, if you plan on playing this game for a long time, is you have to learn to let that not bother you.
Yeah.
And if it really does become a problem, and if you do take it to the refs and they don't do anything about it, for me, I leave the field. Yeah. So, in my 10 plus years of playing, there are fields that I don't go to anymore because there's so many people that go out there looking for blood, and the refs are not capable enough, or they're not doing their job properly. Now I just don't give them my business. So now there are fields where I no longer go to because of that. And the moment that you give in to the anger, and the moment that you lose control of your emotions and like you retaliate or whatever, that's when these people win. Because that's what they want. They want the fight footage. They want to have these revenge clips and these overshooting mag dump clips. They want that.
Yeah. And
you're literally just giving it to them.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, they win because of that.
Yeah. The airsoft vigilantes that
dude, they are so cringe.
Yeah,
like so cringy.
Like it sucks that there are people out there, and you're gonna see them everywhere. I'm fairly sure, like you're gonna run into them eventually. And I think the best thing to do, of course, like I said before, get the ref involved, but walk away from it. It's a game. Now, there's a big difference between, accidentally getting overshot because someone, may put 10 shots down range to, try and get their target, and they might have hit you with the first one, and then the following 9 light you up. That's happened to me plenty of times, and I've done that. And I like there've been times where I shot someone, and then I just put a few more down range, and I hit him, and he's like, "I'm hit," and gets mad. I'm like, "I'm sorry," because I didn't mean to do that to you. I was just trying to, get my kill.
Yeah, and then for me, that usually happens to me too.
Yep.
Like I said, sometimes when I walk out of the field, I get lit up in 3 different directions. That's fine, but sometimes I do suspect that I'm being overshot. And most of the time, majority of the time, the fields that I go to, the refs are good. So I'll go up to the ref quietly and say, "Hey, there's a player that is doing this and this, and they look like this. They're overshooting me. Can you, keep an eye out for this guy?" And usually that will solve the problem.
Yep.
But there are times when the ref just says, "Oh, I don't know. I didn't see anything." Then I say, "Okay," and I leave. Because there's no reason for me to stay. And if I don't accept that kind of behavior, like for me, I go to a lot of hardcore like metal concerts, and I jump into mosh pits. And the first thing before
this freaking bicep.
No. Again, I jump into the mosh pits not to go and like swing at people and like shove people. I go in there so I can get tossed around, so I can get hit. There's like every mosh pit I go to, I get kicked in the face, I get punched in the face. Some dude like blindsided me.
You enjoy that?
Like, yeah, because it's fun. And that's the agreement that I make before jumping into the pit. And same thing with airsoft is I go in there, right? I jump into it knowing that that's gonna happen. I'm gonna get lit up, and it's gonna be a painful experience. But hey, like we're just stupid, crazy people like that. We just like to do stupid things.
True.
And that's what it boils down to. And honestly, guys, statistically, right, most of airsoft gun sales airsoft guns, right, bought in the U.S. don't really see the field. Majority of airsoft players just like to keep their airsoft guns at home and shoot targets. Or even like have little tiny private backyard games, for fun.
Yep.
If you live in that kind of like more rural area. And to be honest, guys, if you guys don't have the maturity or the mental capacity to really control your emotions, or to not let these kind of things get to you, and if you're not having a good time, like what's the point? Why are you even playing, man? And to be honest, maybe playing airsoft with other players at a public field isn't right for you.
Yeah, definitely. If that's the way you act with an airsoft gun, I'm scared to think of what you would do with other tools. Like that's
Yeah. I mean, that being said, like with the whole image of airsoft and some other countries that are starting to ban airsoft or trying to ban airsoft, with the whole thing with Canada, giving into that kind of image and showing that airsoft is like, oh, so aggressive, like, oh, I'm just gonna get footage of me mag dumping some random kid, and like just showing that kind of image for airsoft gives another reason for countries to say, hey, yeah, no, let's get rid of airsoft. And we all don't want that.
Yeah. And
so, like Boaz said, I hope in the future that fields will have less tolerance for that kind of thing. Because if you see footage of some kid or multiple videos of kids mag dumping and like inflicting serious harm to others just for clout, like why would you allow that on your field? If your excuse is basically like, oh, that guy's a regular, like he's regular business, like would you rather just cut off that one admission so that hundreds of other kids can come and enjoy that kind of play style and not feel so pressured and you know have what is basically anxiety to get mag dumped by other people?
Yeah.
And airsoft as a hobby in general, whether you're in the US or abroad, we are fighting an uphill battle as it is, right? So if you notice every video we say to subscribe and whatnot because we have to fight the algorithm. So the internet in general doesn't have a very positive view of airsoft.
Yeah.
Right? Legislators, lawmakers, even where we're based off in California, we've had multiple attempts of lawmakers trying to pass bills that ban airsoft, and and unfortunately, due to human nature, right, negative press sells. And I work with a lot of media, same with Kevin, and we both know that the first thing is negative press always gets more attention, and that's just the sad reality of it. And if that becomes the public perception of airsoft, we're just giving lawmakers another reason to try to push to ban airsoft,
right,
as it is. And we, as much as we would love to have airsoft grow and we want to have more players come on and join the hobby, we have to make it a good environment for them to want to come play with us.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
I completely agree. It's sad to think that players now, when they go to a field, they have to be scared of like, oh man, I hope I don't get overshot today. That, like, you should go, like we said before, you should go to a field expecting to get shot. But having that secondary thought of, wow, is someone going to be a douchebag today because they want to be, because they want to get that footage, they want to post it, they want their 15 minutes of fame, is stupid. It's literally ridiculous that has to be a thing. And what you guys just said, that negative negative things will get attention anywhere. I want to see better things, like cooler things in airsoft be publicized and shown off. Like, hey, I jumped on a grenade to save my whole team, or like, yeah, you could do like your kill montage, like you getting a 15 kill streak. Sure, that's still cool too. But posting a cheater like to reprimand them only gives them the glorification that they are looking for. Like, hey, I encountered this cheater, you shouldn't be this guy. You're giving him that spotlight that he wants in the end.
Yeah, and they're parasites. Like that kind of behavior, it's parasitic behavior. They feed off of your negative energy. Oh, that sounded really cringe. I hate it. But
you give me bad vibes.
Yeah. But anyway, back to the main point. The thing is, at the end of the day, right? Like, at the moment that you stop having fun, at the moment that you stop smiling and laughing, right, you're already contributing to that negative environment. Mm-hmm. You're already making it that much more less enjoyable for everybody else. Yeah. And it's definitely a different mindset than like the rugged American individualistic mindset.
Yeah.
I feel like it's definitely more of like a collectivist kind of mindset. But I feel like when it comes to this kind of hobby where everyone has to agree,
yep,
right, to make the game work, unfortunately, that's just sort of the way it has to be.
Yep.
And so we have to make it a fun environment for other people in order for all of us eventually to have fun.
Yeah. So some things in the future that I want to see moving forward in Airsoft is honestly less cheater videos, or like, oh, I got so mad at this guy videos, or mag dumping videos. I know that that's a hard ask, but I know a lot of Airsoft content creators that kind of put that content out just to get the views, which I understand, you need to get the views to make YouTube ad revenue, whatnot. But I think if you want to really benefit the Airsoft community, just gotta cut that content.
Yep,
honestly.
definitely.
Like, what do you guys think? What would you like to see in the future of Airsoft moving forward?
Yeah. So to also add on to the less of that kind of content, again, you're literally jeopardizing the future of our hobby.
Yeah.
Just by doing that, you're putting it that much more at risk of giving people a reason to ban it. But also, what I would like to see more of Airsoft is, to be honest, is more intermingling with the newbies, the rentals,
the newer players.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, there have been times where I go to a field like by myself, and like I'll just hop on the regular games and I'll make friends right then and there just so we can squad up, talk. It's like I think talking about airsoft is one of the best things about airsoft. So you can talk about your experience, you can enjoy it together. Be like, oh man, I saw you on that left flank, I tried to reach you, but I couldn't make it, and vice versa.
Yeah.
And inherently, airsoft is a violent sport. Am I right? Like It's extremely aggressive. We're paying to shoot each other with toy guns.
No, we're paying to be shot at by toy guns.
And we're paying to get shot at, basically. And in the moment, you are dumped with adrenaline. You just ran half a mile to secure an objective or anything, and you can get so tunneled into the role playing, I guess would be the right phrasing, that maybe that aggression can take over, but you gotta tone it back a little bit, just so remember that we're all here to have fun. You're trying to have fun, other people are trying to have fun, and it shouldn't, like, you getting mad shouldn't affect everyone else, because that's very selfish of you.
Yeah, and also to build on that, when I used to play competitive sports back in high school, one thing that my coach said that stuck with me was, when you lose, maybe it's not because you did something wrong, maybe someone else did something right.
Ooh.
And so like that, I told myself that all
life
the time. So
advice.
So when I'm like running or whatever, and I get lit up or shot at from angles I didn't see, I just tell myself, damn, these guys had a really nice shot, or man, they got some really good angles on me. And that automatically, right? That automatically, mentally, it's not my fault that I died, just because they just had the jump on me.
Right.
So that's a situation out of my control.
I see that a lot in, not to call you guys out, but milsimmers. When you guys get lit up or got caught off guard by a Speedsofter, you automatically think like, oh, like I hate that guy, like he's such a scummy player, blah blah blah. But sometimes they're just better. Like even if you spend $1,000+ on your gear, that doesn't make you the best player. And you just got to give props to them, even if it's a different play style, like you got to think less about I am the best and more about, hey, what are they doing that I'm not doing, that is causing me to die out here.
Yeah, I will say, as a milsimmer, there is a lot that we can still learn from the Speedsoft community.
And another thing, so Kevin, plays Speed QB. I'd say, is professionally the right word?
It's not considered a
professional thing yet.
Full sport yet.
But he does it competitively, and they're very aggressive. Like compared to like any type of event or game that I played, like when it's a competition team on team, like they go just as hard as paintballers, where they're competing to win, right? And I definitely understand that. But the same thing happens, like where they're shooting at someone and they're just trying to get the cover or trying to lay them down, or they can get overshot. And I've seen it. And I remember Kevin and I talked about it because he has this video on his Instagram where he triple taps someone in the back of the head. And I thought, man, but he did explain to me that he is playing with friends. That is the community that they have, and they understand like dang, like he wasn't mad. Like he told me that the guy wasn't mad at getting triple tapped in the back of the head. He was mad that his friends died and didn't cover his back, right? Which is a really good way to think about it, because what Boaz said, like where he was running around and like he might have not checked the corner and he gets shot. It happens. It happens, guys. We're supposed to have fun, and that's the message that we have been trying to push forever. And I think that the more fun we're able to have, the better, obviously. I mean, that sounds redundant, but we shouldn't be glorifying these douchebags that want to, ruin airsoft for everyone else. Because I've been at the field and I've seen those guys like, oh, I'm just here to get banned from the field. Like, really? Why? What's the point of that? Yeah. Like, it's stupid. Yeah. It's literally stupid. And the craziest thing is they have like the most like upgraded gun or like the best Polar Star or whatever, and then you're just there to get banned. Okay, what if you do that every field? You're gonna get banned from every field. Then what? The end? Game over? You're not gonna play airsoft?
Yeah,
like what? It's so crazy to think that, well, of course, we have to talk about this constantly because it is a constant issue. And I would like to talk about it much less. It shouldn't be a thing. We all have our differences, but at the end of the day, we are all airsofters. We're all here to play a fun sport/hobby that we all love.
Yeah. So we kind of went on for a little bit, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this
TED Talk?
conversational TED Talk.
Yes.
But we'd love to hear in the comments, what you guys think, what you want to see in the future of Airsoft as well. And kind of, some ideas to throw out to help improve the overall community.
Yeah, and then if anything you take away from this video, I'd say the biggest thing is not only just to learn how to control your emotions, but one thing that we kind of glossed over is, we're here to make friends.
Yep.
So
Definitely.
if you see any, so one thing that I try to do every time I go to the field, and one thing that we will continue doing, and we encourage you guys to do, is if you guys see, kids in rental masks and stuff, or people that have less Gucci gear or guns than you,
Yep.
talk to them, hang out with them. You guys can trade tips and talk about, like you said, talk about Airsoft. Give them a compliment of something.
Yeah.
Right? And then try to make friends, because those are the people that are going to learn about our culture.
Yep.
Which is what it is, and more about a hobby, and that's how we continue to fight this uphill battle.
Exactly. They are literally the future of Airsoft. The more players that we can get into it, the better. So let us know what you guys think in the comments below.
Yeah, and let us know if you like this kind of style of video.
Yeah, this little three-way conversation. Subscribe for more content. We upload every Wednesdays and Fridays. Live stream on Thursdays when I can, because I'm a busy man. Subscribe. Do I need to get aggressive? Subscribe! Okay? Love you guys. We'll see you later.
Peace. What's going on, guys? Kevin out here. We're gonna be doing another shooting challenge today. This time we're gonna be shooting 6 cans and introducing a reload. So what you're gonna need is an AEG, chest rig or belt, whatever you use to hold your mags, and of course an extra mag. So what we're gonna do, shoot 3 cans, do a speed reload, then shoot the other 3 cans. So let's go ahead and see how we do. All right.
You ready?
Yeah.
And go.
There it is. Reload was okay. Shooting was not too good. Let's see how you do.